uncertainty as well going forward with the law as lawyers are huddling here at City Hall, and Governor Kathy Hochul says that she's likely going to convene a special session in Albany to try and come up with ways to draft new laws on the state level as well. So there is a lot that has to be worked out here, but still, gun rights advocates see this as a major victory. This morning, New York City and state liberal lawmakers are scrambling to draft legislation to ban guns in crowded spaces following the Supreme Court's ruling on concealed carry.
We do not need people entering our subways, our restaurants, our movie theaters with concealed weapons. We don't need more guns on our streets.
The High Court's decision would soon allow New Yorkers to carry anywhere except what are deemed sensitive places. So the City Council Speaker is aiming to classify any location with 10,000 people or more per square mile a sensitive location, which is most of the 5 boroughs. Mayor Eric Adams said the decision has been cause for sleepless nights.
We cannot allow New York to become the Wild Wild West. That is unacceptable. This decision is created. We will not allow our city to live in fear that everyone around us is armed and that any altercation could evolve into a shootout.
Those Second Amendment advocates have argued this is about responsible gun ownership and the right to self-defense.
That's what we were doing with the permits in New York State, is saying, okay, we trust you, but only to be in your house with your firearm.
New permits would still be subject to scrutiny and background checks from law enforcement.
We're hoping that this is going to stop the persecution of lawful and legal gun owners in New York State.
The ruling will affect about a quarter of the U.S. population, including states like New Jersey, too. Other options that lawmakers are looking at is possibly having firearms training in order to get the permit for a concealed carry license. However, no changes are expected in the interim, as many of this is still being hammered out by the lower courts as well. That's the latest. Live here in Lower Manhattan, I'm Anthony DiLorenzo, Pix 11 News.